the stuff that he signed in for the African American colleges. I mean, that shows so much racism out of Trump too, right? So at what point from prior to 2000 to running in 2016, when did he exactly become racist? Can you answer that for me?
Well, it's going to be some of the statements. A total and complete ban on all Muslims entering the country. Folks thought that was intolerant towards...
So you think, okay, but you think that wasn't a good idea, but what's happening right now? Are you pretty proud of all the Muslims that are coming in and doing the damage that they're doing?
I'm not proud of all the blacks in my neighborhood. That don't mean I want a ban on all of them. I mean,
when you're at war, when you are struggling with that country in general, why wouldn't you at least want to put a travel ban on something when their mantra is death to America?
I would be more willing to agree with you when you said if you're dealing with a country and they're chanting death to America. He said a total and complete ban on all Muslims. That's a host of countries. In fact, that's a damn continent. In fact, it's more than just a continent because all Muslims are not even in the Middle East. Some are in Africa, Asia. I mean, you're banning a lot of innocent people with a Muslim ban that wide.
100% true. And I don't agree with the innocent people. Unfortunately, the way that things are set up, you cannot decipher who is of that nature and who isn't.
Yeah.
That's why.
You could pass laws to do deeper background checks. You could ban folks coming from specific countries.
Then why haven't they done that at the border? Then why hasn't that been done?
Because Biden don't.
If they could have, they would.
Because Biden doesn't view folks coming across the border the same way folks on the right do. That's why they haven't done it.
That's why Biden hasn't done it.
Right.
But as soon as Trump tries to do anything, he's labeled a racist then.
Well, let me give you another one. The Kung flu virus. What the hell is that?
The what?
The Kung flu virus.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty stupid. That was pretty stupid. But it's not racist to say it's from China. It's from China. The China flu, it's from China. I mean, how many other things have we named after the exact continent or country of whatever flu it came from?
Well, here's the issue, though. Hold on. Here's the issue. The COVID-19, known as the coronavirus, had an official name. He deliberately chose to call it the Kung Fu virus on his own. Folks are not going to view that as you love Chinese people.
And and I'm not sticking up for that. That again, that's wrong. I don't agree with. That's the Kung. But when everybody inside that office is telling you that came from a fucking bat,
okay.
Really, we all know that leaked from China, from a biolab in China. I mean, at some point, you do got to kind of get annoyed with everybody around you trying to set yourself up with this information. A bat?
Well, but Ryan, as president of the United States, you know how much shit's going to annoy you. You can't just go and yell out. You can't just go and yell out these crazy epithets anytime you're annoyed. Maybe you're not for the office.
You brought up the one. Is there any more than that?
Okay, I brought up the Muslim ban. I brought up the Kung Fu.
And I told you why I understood it, though.
Okay.
When you have people who say death to America, why would you allow them into your place?
So if a Christian says death to America, it's okay to ban all Christians.
But that's not the case, because a Christian wouldn't say that. This is a Christian country. This was built on a Christian foundation.
How do you wait? You just said no Christian on earth would say that?
Would say death to Christians?
Death to America. Death to America. No Christian would ever say that.
We shouldn't, not that I know of. Any you let me know. Any Christian I know, I've never met a Christian that said death to America.
Christians used to burn people like me in public square for fun. Why wouldn't they say that?
Those guys were severely wrong because they had no idea that Jesus was black. You're talking about the KKK. I don't fucking associate with them faggots. Fuck them.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying, though. You have the ability to separate bad Christians from good Christians, but you're grouping all Muslims up in one category. You don't see the difference?
But Muslims aren't already here.
There is.
But I'm saying at the beginning, I'm not talking about like right this minute. I'm talking about prior to them coming over. I'm saying Christians were already here. It was founded on this. Now, they were obviously clearly wrong, and there was a lot of wrong that you guys can label on white people, but a lot of white people also fought for the same people to be free, and also a lot of white people don't like the KKK. So we can stop roping all white people into that category.
Let me say this, because this is coming from one of the friends of the program, Gabriel Reed, speaking on in behalf of what you're saying. He's saying, there you go being disingenuous. Tell you folks, I don't ban a damn thing even when it's critical of me. Says, there you go being disingenuous. The travel ban on Muslims was not all Muslims. It was from 6 countries known to support extremism: Iran, Syria, Somalia, Libya, Iraq, and Sudan.
Which is pretty much what I said.
Which is also false. I've played that on this program numerous times. I don't have a third device on me to play it again. But if you simply type in on YouTube, Trump Muslim ban, you can hear him say, he don't name a damn country. He says, I'm calling for Congress to impose a total and complete ban on all Muslims entering America until we figure out what the hell is going on. He didn't name 6 countries. That's some things.
But I don't understand what you feel is wrong with that.
You're banning people.
Hold on. He didn't say forever. He said until we can figure out. And in the 4 years, he had no time to try to figure that out, on top of every other lawsuit that he had to go through, on top of every other crisis. So give him another 4 years to try to figure that part out. But what I'm saying is yes, when you have a whole religion that is sitting there, the extremist part, saying, and caused already much turmoil in our country, 9/11, unless you're one of the people that think that was an inside job.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. There are a lot of people from Jordan, Kuwait, Syria, not Syria, but Saudi Arabia, the UAE. There's a lot of Muslims that are our friends. They're listening to this shit like, what? They have to wait until later on somebody yells, well, that was just locker room talk. He actually meant these 6 countries. He didn't say that when he released that statement.
I don't remember the exact statement that was made, but my relation to it is, if there is a whole bunch of people who do not like this country and want to destroy this country and has made a vow through the extremist side to destroy us from the inside out, and now you look at what's happening today, and you're going to tell me that you don't think that that's what's exactly happening right now, then I'm sorry for you.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, if there are people who are chanting death to America or something like that, go after those people, not the whole damn religion. You don't go after the whole Muslim religion.
100%, but you have to stop it so that you can go, okay.
You don't go, none of that excuses going after a whole religion, Ryan. None of that does.
What?
You don't.
That doesn't excuse going for a whole religion. If they want death to America, that's the exact reason why you cut them off and say, okay, until we can come to some sort of common ground, you're not going to be allowed here. Okay. That's common sense. Right. That's like you at your house, and you hear me at my house going, oh, fuck that guy, I hope he dies. And then my kid is friends with your kid, and you go, oh, come on over.
So then I'm going to pose to you.
He was taught not to like me.
Okay.
His dad doesn't like me.
I get your point, but then how do you respond to someone like Sarah Jane D in the comments says, the KKK claims to be Christians. So should we say all Christians are KKK? What say you?
So Christians has so many denominations, and me personally...
And the Muslims do not.
Huh?
And the Muslims do not have many denominations.
I don't know that. I'm being honest. I don't know that.
All right. Okay. I got to move it on. You've been interested, Carl, but I want to ask you this last one before I do. You've been good conversation. You can always come back. But Trump, his business, having a...
You didn't answer me, though. Wait, you didn't answer me, though. I saw that question. When is it exactly that Trump became racist when he was so beloved by the black community? He was so beloved for the longest time. He was on Oprah shows, and now everybody fucking hates the guy.
Oh, that's easy. That is easy to answer. I get asked that all the time. If you look at Trump, if you listen to Trump, if you watch Trump when he was talking to the likes of Oprah Winfrey and all of those folks you're talking about, when he was beloved by the black community, listen to
I'm just analyzing. Hey, good evening, folks. Just analyzing some content from some of my more interesting callers. I see the conversation that was playing. Apparently, TikTok flagged it and it's dropped the viewers down. I think it says it's only 50 people. That's because TikTok has flagged it. So TikTok has a way of showing you that what you were talking about has been flagged. So looks like it's at 51. Good evening, folks that are tuned in, that actually saw that crazy stuff. I just want to see some of the comments that went by. Because like I said, I'm going to be clipping some of my some of those calls that are really, really memorable. I do want to save those because they are somewhat unique. And that was why I was on this evening. You see him sitting in my damn robe and all of that. Real quick looking in I see most people just watching. That was crazy. Yeah, it was. It was Family Zoboy. It was fairly interesting. I was wondering if you believe they are unhinged in real time. Well, the callers are passionate. A lot of the viewers are passionate. But let me do this because TikTok didn't like some of the language used. It has frozen the viewers at 50. That's what it does. If it doesn't ban a program outright, it will freeze the viewers. And that's what happened here. So give me a moment on TikTok. I'll drop this live and start it up in less than a minute. So if you folks will, because it has frozen the viewers because of the caller's language. So we'll start it over. Good evening to you folks that are on YouTube. I don't know if it froze YouTube either, but it doesn't seem to be. How about a total ban on immigration for 10 years or so and not worry about the different people who call themselves America First? Wow, 10 years, huh? Okay, so I don't know. Let me see what the viewership is here. I think it might. I don't know if it's doing the same thing here. You folks on YouTube as well, give me 60 seconds. I'm going to reset this live as well, and we'll start the program off from scratch. All right.